to y'all. So I figured I may as well cover some other stuff while I'm here. All right. Now that we've covered my stolen camera, let's get into my weigh-in. Okay. This is a treat because I don't typically give y'all weigh-ins early. I don't typically give y'all weigh-ins early. I typically make y'all wait until Saturday. Okay. I typically would wait until Saturday to give y'all my Friday weigh-in, but this weigh-in was so phenomenal. Like y'all are not even ready. Like I feel like I should just like drag this on and on and on. Like it's such an amazing weigh-in. Like your girl been doing the damn thing, okay? Like I almost feel like I don't deserve this weigh-in, but I really do. I really do. Don't quit. uh, I'll think about it. Yeah, like y'all almost don't deserve it. Like it's amazing. It is amazing. I have been doing the damn thing, okay? So, I'm not going to break down today what I've been eating, uh what my water intake was. Well, I mean, I could talk about my water, but like as far as like what I've been eating, constipation, like how I got to this weigh-in, we will still do that part tomorrow cuz not everybody's going to catch this live. The verticals are in a different algorithm from the horizontals. So, a lot of people probably won't even see this. So we will do a full break, fullish, right? There's not really a lot of notes. Let me tell y'all something. It's been a good week. It's been a good week on the scale, okay? To cover or to revisit what we talked about last week, when the scale was kind of like all over the place. It was up 4 pounds, down 2 pounds, up a pound, down, like it was all over the place. Whoever, for all of you that were mentioning, the menstrual cycle and the different phases of the cycle, and I'm like, no, it's not my cycle. It was. Y'all were correct. Well, let's say that had to have been a part of it because, like, literally, TMI, guys, cover your ears for like 12 seconds, okay? TMI, but I mean, as I'm telling y'all on the live, like, no, 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 it's not that, it's not that, it's not that. I mean, it didn't take but a day, and I'm like, damn, they was right. See, I don't listen. I should be listening to y'all. Y'all be knowing what y'all talking about, okay? So it made perfect sense that my eating and my weight was fluctuating, like my cravings, my intake in calories. Shout out to the person that mentioned that in the comments on my video, the increase of calories in the luteal phase. So my eating and my weigh-in was, I was having wild swings in my appetite that literally made no sense to me. And I was having wild swings in my weigh-ins that made no sense to me. Listen to Sunshine, you are correct. A few people said it. Well, that is no more as of now, which means that I have to officially account for this in about 3 weeks, okay? So that I'm paying attention if the scale starts acting up again and my craving starts acting up again. So my weigh-in from a week ago, which was Friday, let me get the exact numbers because this is amazing. Like I don't even know what to do with myself. Like I'm so flabbergasted. Like I just don't even know. Like I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. I don't know if you guys deserve this. Like I don't know if I should share it early. I don't know if I should drag it out. I don't know if I should get on your nerves. I don't know if I should make you beg. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Okay, so but because we have guests, right? We got a few people that haven't been here before, so I'll go ahead and I'll give you the tea, all right? This one time. So we're a little vain. I'm just a little vain, okay? So last week, Friday, I weighed in at 176. I'm sorry, 167. Ooh, 176. That's bad juju. No, I don't want none of that on me, okay? 170. Oh, I keep saying it. One of y'all, can y'all light some sage in the chat? There's bad energy going on. I don't know why I keep putting myself in the 170s. That's bad energy, bad juju. Okay. Last Friday. Fridays are my official weigh-in day. Last Friday, I was at 167.2. Okay. 167.2. I went live on Saturday. That was the cheat weigh-in, okay, to show that the scale was going back down. I weighed in at 165.3. But official weigh-in days are from Friday to Friday. So last Friday, 167. I weighed in again on Friday, right? I weighed in again on Friday, yesterday. Do y'all want to guess? Or should I just tell you? Do I look skinnier? Do I look skinnier in the past week? I feel skinnier. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the green screen up anymore. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Do I look skinnier? Do I look skinnier in the past week? What do you think? What do you guys think? Hold on. Let me see. If I use a different picture. None of this is helping. Oh my gosh. I can't do it. It's not working. It's not working out. It's not working out the way I thought it would. I'm sorry. It didn't work out the way it would. I thought it would. Okay. Wait, ain't today Friday? Yes, today's Friday. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, sorry. Sidebar. Today, I weighed in today. Sorry. Today is Friday. I lost track of my days. Sidebar. Drop a sidebar in the chat. I lost track of my days because I didn't fall asleep until 5 a.m. So earlier today was Thursday when I was talking to my cousin, and now it's Saturday when I'm talking to y'all. It's Friday. Okay, today is Friday. My bad. I weighed in today. Okay. So I weighed in at nobody can tell me nothing. Friday is my weigh-in day. I gained the 4 pounds you lost from shoveling. But weight gain is good for you, Jen. Here's some smoke. It's a cigarette smoke, but that's all they had. Sunshine says 160. Sunshine believes in me in my dreams. Did you tell us the number yet? If not, are you 161? You see, Sydney believes in my dreams too. Okay, let me stop playing around. I'll just go ahead and tell y'all. So I weighed in at 161.3, down from 167.5. I'm sorry, 167.2. 167.2. I weighed in at 161, was it 0.3? That is damn near a 6-pound drop in 1 week. You said 161, Michelle? I'm sorry, I missed your comment. It's the whoosh, Sunshine. It's the tush push. It's the tush push. It's the whoosh. It is so, it's such a huge shift that I don't even know how to respond to it, honestly, except being extremely vain. Except being over the top, super unbelievably dramatic and vain about this. I don't know how else to react. Super braggadocious, super oh my god, I'm amazing, super self-congratulatory. Oh my god, you work so hard. Oh my god, you're amazing. I don't know how else to act. Y'all down there talking about some congratulations when I'm acting like a freaking idiot. Thank you, Paul, Michelle, and Jen. Thank you. What? See, Sunshine blames poop for everything. Sunshine, if you poop, it's 161. Can no one tell you nothing? I did get told that I like to argue. Thank you for all of the I am her. Thank y'all for all the congratulations. I'm just you know what? It's so crazy because I had a Sunday. I went to the gym and I did 2 workouts back to back because I was a day behind. So I was working out for about 2 hours. Y'all, I had such a good pump that my veins were showing through my brown skin. My cousin says, it's you did the thing when the blue shows through the brown. So I had such a good pump that my veins were showing for 3 or 4 days. And I think that the stress on my muscles accelerated a good portion of the progress that I have seen this week. So not necessarily calorically. I almost want to tell y'all what my calorie intake has been for this week, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow so that people don't have to hear it again for the second time. Yeah, I'm going to save it so that people don't have to hear it, but there was a couple of times that my calories dipped or went over 2,000, and I was worried, right? I was worried because the makeup of the calories, right? I have this thing going on since titrating down with the high sugar, and then y'all know days 6 and 7 I tend to head toward 2,000, 2,200 calories. So I was very concerned. I got on the scale and I was just completely and utterly whatever. Because I was thinking that I was still going to be around 165, 166. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Thank you so much, Sunshine, for the golden poop gift. And thank you, Journey of Life, for the party hack. Oh, thank you, Journey of Life. If it wasn't for Boss Baby, I wouldn't be here. Shout out to the Boss Baby. Oh, thank you guys. I don't deserve you guys. Maybe I won't quit. I'm still thinking about it. That's how like selfish I am. Y'all are just being so amazing and so kind to me and so nice. And I'm just like, I don't know. I still might quit because I'm a brat. And they stole my shit. They stole my shit. I'm mad. I want to fight somebody. I would like to choose violence today. Okay, so yes, I would like to go into like how I've been eating for the past week. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I think that weight training is gonna get me the rest of the way with this next 20 pounds. What I mean by that is I think I have been grossly underestimating the I don't know. Okay, what I was gonna say was I think I've been grossly underestimating the role that weight training plays in weight loss, right? So, but not from a caloric perspective, from a muscle building perspective, and because muscle, takes more energy by nature, you end up losing more body fat and things like that. This is my go-to. I wear this thing like every week. Like I have other workout stuff, but I like this one because it's the only three-piece that I have, Sydney, and I can take off the top. I can take off the sweater, crop top, whatever, if I get too hot. So I honestly wear this one over and over and over. I wish I had it in other colors. Got it from Old Navy, by the way. But yeah, so like I think I have been grossly underestimating, even though I've been working with my trainer for, I mean, since November. There was a like a 6 week period there where I was struggling to recover from whether I had the flu, whether I had COVID. I don't know what I had. I was extremely sick, but there was like a 6 week period where my recovery just wasn't recovering. Like I got sick in like early to mid December. I'm just now, like in the past 2 weeks, getting to the point of being able to fully make it through a workout. That's like a 6 week period, damn near 2 months, where I just couldn't get my energy back. I just couldn't get it back. So now that it's back, I have the ability to put a lot of effort into my weight training sessions. So if I had to guess, my my stress on my muscles played a significant role this week. I think oh, thank you, girl. Thank y'all. I think that the stress on my muscles played a significant role this week, which makes me interested in how the next few weeks are going to turn out. That makes me interested in how the next few weeks are going to turn out. So that's why tomorrow we're going to be talking about like willpower versus discipline, because I am coming around to the realization, believe it or not, I am not a very disciplined person. I'm not. Like, I know that when it comes to weight loss, we kind of have a disdain for the word willpower because, well, honestly, I couldn't really explain why when I was thinking about this. I'm like, what is it about willpower that turns people off? What is it about willpower that gives people this visceral reaction of like, that ain't it, that ain't gonna work? It's because it's true, but it's partially true. But there has to be something that keeps people accountable, right? Like it can't just be, oh, willpower doesn't work, we tried that. So if it's not willpower, it has to be something else, right, that allows people to keep themselves accountable. And I think that that other thing is discipline, which is something, which is something that needs to be developed. Whereas willpower will work in the short term, discipline is something that is developed over a period of time. I see you all saying hi. Hi, Timmy? Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Hi to me. Hi, Journey. Girl, stop texting and driving. We see you. We love you. Hello, Journey. I'm like, who the hell is Timmy? Oh, you doing voice to text. Okay, 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 okay. So I was thinking about the differences between willpower and discipline, and I wanted to know what you guys feel about the two and whether or not you feel like either of those applies to your weight loss journey, because I think that I have been struggling with willpower since being on the 7.5 milligram when I should be leaning into discipline, right? So, for example, willpower would be like there's a Kit Kat in the fridge. It's 12 o'clock at night. You don't need the Kit Kat, right? So, like fighting with myself in that moment versus discipline would be that's not even an option. Or discipline would be not having the Kit Kat in the house at all. What do you guys think about those two? I know we get, we get a little turned off by the word willpower, and I understand why. I think it's a form of like when it comes to blaming people for their weight, willpower is one of the things that fucking Monique said it. Half a teaspoon of num nums. Y'all know I didn't even eat that macaroni and cheese. I didn't even have my num nums. I didn't even have it. That's a fair categorization. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and we'll dive more into it tomorrow. Yeah, Auntie Momo talking about they taking away your willpower. Do I really want to play like overly critical as far as words, or do I want to play, more so dive into like the merit of her words? And in hindsight, potentially, like I still don't agree with her, especially considering the verbiage that she used, but in hindsight, if we're just talking about like the ability to make decisions that are either better for you or not so much, I'm not sure that willpower is necessarily the focus there. Said that to say, I have reached this point where I'm just like, you know what? The less I need to use willpower in my life, the better off I will be. Like, the more disciplined I am, the more I stick to routines, the more I know what to expect to some extent, right? Because you never know. The more I just set a certain standard that's unfuckwittable for myself, or, we talked about non negotiables a long time ago, I think I would be better off. But the short term implementation of willpower, like just having to say no in the moment, yeah, those things come up. But it's like if I could minimize those experiences as much as possible, then I'll be in pretty good shape. So I am excited. I may not seem like it because I'm exhausted. I literally just had a 70-mile round trip drive for the gym. My camera got stolen, so I'm upset about that, and I'm tired. Like you can see, I haven't unwinded from the gym yet. I'm exhausted. So I wanted to do this first. I considered unwinding first, right? Like, taking my shower, getting comfortable, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, if I do that, I ain't going live. I was about to come on here and about it. I said, oh, no, no, no. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Like tonight's not a bonnet night. I'm going to just come on before I get all comfortable and tell you guys how I'm doing and see how you guys are doing. So, are there any topics that you guys are interested in discussing tomorrow? We're going to go over the willpower versus discipline and where they fall. We're also going to go over why I'm not interested in the quick pin. And actually, I bookmarked an article. I bookmarked an article that came up right before I went live. For some reason, like on my Galaxy, like I get news stories, right? And 9 times out of 10, at the top of the list is a GLP-1 story. Now, I don't know if that's just because my phone is listening to me, or if it's just like coincidence, or if it's like just because it's popular and being talked about right now. I don't really know what it is, but there was this story that came up about the trials for Retta, indicating that people are losing quote unquote too much weight. I say quote unquote because I think this is potentially subjective. Do y'all think there is a such thing as losing too much weight? Because from what I read, I didn't, necessarily verify if the source was the most credible. I'm not familiar with this site, but from what I read, participants are dropping out of the study because they're losing too much weight. Now, they didn't say what too much was, but what do y'all think about that? Is there a such thing as losing? I mean, obviously there is, but like, could it, could Retta be so powerful that it's potentially dangerous, right? What do y'all think? Because I think we would generally consider GLP-1s to be safe, right? We would generally consider tirzepatide, semaglutide to be safe, generally, right? But Retta seems to be like, and correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't been keeping up with the study. I never read anything about Retta. This one just happened to come up right before my stream because it's not for me, so I'm really not interested in it. But I thought this was fascinating. Um, Look at Kelly and Sharon Osbourne for having lost too much weight. Okay, no problem, Holly. And I see you saying you're busy at work. Sounds like Reddit is different. Let me see if I can find this article. It said it said Eli Lilly weight loss drug or weight loss something maybe dangerous or something like that. Let me see. I actually saved it and now I don't know how to get back to it. Hold on, let me see. Meow, 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 meow. Wow. I saved it to a collection. No, I don't know how to get back to it. That's how you know I'm not used to saving. I'm not used to saving pages. Let me see. Saved. Where are my collections? Okay. Well, I guess I don't. What is this? Which browser is this? Okay, there it is. Found it. Sorry, took me a little minute. This light is too heavy for my phone. Okay, so y'all, we also have to, sorry, sidebar before I get into this. We also have to talk about how I seriously think that Zepbound is messing up my vision. Like no cap. Like no like no, it's not something that I talk about because it's not something that I can like directly like nail to Zepbound. So I really haven't talked about it for the extent of my channel. But my vision has been significantly worse since starting tirzepatide, period, like from compound into brand. So I'm gonna actually like start talking about that. Just from my experience, but I'm gonna save it for when I do the collab with Dave, which is coming up soon. We have agreed on a date, so we'll be doing that soon. And I'm gonna bring that up alongside the anhedonia, since that will be a topic regarding symptoms that don't typically get discussed. All right, so it says some people lost too much weight with Eli Lilly's experimental weight loss drug from Very Well Health. I don't know anything about them. Everything about Retta sounds powerful. If it had been available, Retta wouldn't have been one of the drugs that I would have taken. Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, so can y'all explain to me, because honestly, not gonna lie, this is the first article I've ever read on Retta. Any other information I've ever had, I've gotten from the chat. So can y'all explain to me, because I read it in this article that it is still in trials, clinical trials. And I read that people are saying that they're selling Retta, but nobody knows what they're actually selling. So does this qualify as gray? Because I actually don't know what the definition of like gray market is. Like, does this qualify as gray? If you're getting Retta, but Retta isn't out by Eli Lilly, what are you getting? Does that qualify as gray? Or is that something different? There's a small percentage of people who don't respond to GLP-1s or GIPs. So Retta sounds like It'll do the trick. Well, I want everybody to get the help that they need. But let me read a little bit of this article because I thought this was interesting. That would be gray. Okay. Wow. Okay. Like I don't know too much about the gray market. Dave has Dave has recent videos on this exact topic. Okay. So it says the highlights are um in the latest clinical trial, Eli Lilly's I heard Raul Mound say or I heard RMZ say Retatrutide. I say Retatrutide. That's the way I've heard it pronounced first, but he said Retatrutide. So whichever one, Retta, helped participants lose up to 28.7% of their body weight. Now, I'm y'all, when I read that, I said, whoa, wow, wow, 20, like, wow, that's a lot. Isn't Zepbound at like 22%? Y'all let me know. I don't even think Zepbound reached 25%. I mean, on average, right? Some people's higher, some people less. But I don't even think, hey Shonda, I don't even think Zepbound, Manjaro, Tirzepatide reached 25% on average. What do they call it? Body weight loss. Do y'all know the number for Tirzepatide? 20 to 22%. Right. So this is pushing 30 effing percent. That's damn near diabolical. Like, not that, people got to lose the weight. I get it. But come here, come here. I don't know if any of you know the answer to this. I don't know it. So one of you go find the answer and y'all tell me, and I'll give you credit. How many Americans have at least 30% of their body weight to lose? Like, are we that overweight? I mean, I know we're majority overweight and like 45% obese. These are scary numbers. 28.7 is like, to me, you got to be 600 pounds. You got to be I'll say 500 pounds, 400 or 500 pounds to like even play around with this. Like, I don't know if I want to qualify it by BMI or like just weight, you know? Like this might, I don't know, because I kind of feel like this might even be too powerful for somebody that's 300 pounds. What do y'all think? I don't think there's a real like quote unquote number to it. They're probably gonna go based on BMI. But yeah, I guess if you're 4'9" and 300 pounds, I guess that'll be an extremely high BMI. Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. So some participants dropped out of the trial because they lost too much weight. The drug is not yet FDA approved, but there are already counterfeit products available online. So those were the highlights. Let me read a little bit into the body. Retta is an experimental weight loss drug from Eli Lilly. I was kind of stuck on drug earlier because I couldn't recall if they called it a drug or not, but they did. That may be the most powerful obesity treatment yet. Unlike Wegovy and Zepbound, which target one or two hormones that help regulate appetite, Retta mimics three. I actually don't know what the third one is. In the latest clinical trial, participants lost up to about 28.7 of their body weight. The astonishing, I would agree, that is astonishing. Results have generated significant buzz online, but also raised concerns about its safety. Yeah, but y'all raised concerns about Zepbound and Ozempic safety too. Not to say that any medication shouldn't have, safety concerns, but when these articles or like news reports start citing safety and concern and danger and blah 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 blah, you kind of gotta like take it with a grain of salt, I would say. But that doesn't mean the information is irrelevant because to me they're gonna fear monger no matter what the trial says, right? Because we already see it happen with Zepbound and Wegovy, Ozempic and Manjaro. So, a weight loss drug that works too well, or so they say. For some patients, Retta may be too effective. The weight loss achieved with Retta may approach the percentage of weight a person can shed within a year after bariatric surgery. Did I see somebody mention bariatrics? Yes. Okay, Sunshine just mentioned it. Okay. Okay. While many people with obesity are eager to lose weight, excessive weight loss can cause serious risks, including malnutrition and loss of muscle mass. I thought Retta had a lean muscle preserving attribute to it. Am I getting that wrong? Am I getting that wrong? I thought the additional piece to Retta was like lean tissue preserving to kind of reduce some of that muscle loss. Hmm. Muscle loss in particular can increase the risk of frailty, falls, and other complications, especially in older adults, and in severe cases may even contribute to unaliving. Okay, so I think this is this might be a little bit of an opinion piece. We'll see. Anyone struggling with obesity may think there is no such thing as too much weight loss, but doctors need to follow the response of patients to these new drugs very carefully and monitor not just weight loss, but also undernutrition and loss of muscle mass while they are on these drugs. Yeah, but that should already be happening though. And I must say, doctors are falling short with that unless you have a very close relationship with your doctor. Because I know my doctor isn't monitoring that. And I don't think that that's any, well, she's new for one, but my previous doctor wasn't monitoring that either. They do monitor, they have been monitoring labs like blood work, but as far as like monitoring my muscle loss, I have been doing that on my own via DEXA scans. My doctor has not been concerned with my muscle at all, which I think is kind of doing patients a disservice. So you kind of got to hope the patient is into that themselves. Um In a December release, Eli Lilly shared data from an ongoing trial showing that participants taking the two highest doses of Retta, I wonder what the doses are. Is the dose schedule out? I wonder. Huh. The two highest doses lost an average of up to 28.7 of their body weight. That is wild. About 71 pounds over 68 weeks. That is over 1 pound per week, which I like them type of numbers. But I didn't lose that weight that I didn't lose my weight that fast. Now some people on Zepbound do, and it's probably because they are at the higher doses. I only made it to the 10 and then came back down. Between 12% and 18% of the participants dropped out of the trial, many of whom had to discontinue due to excessive weight loss. Okay, so here's what I need to know. Because to me, 18% is a lot. So it said 12 to 18%. So roughly a fifth of the participants dropping out is to me a lot, but I also don't know what's like a normal dropout rate. And then the other thing I need to know is what percentage of that 12 to 18% was specifically because of the weight loss, because I'm pretty sure they dropped out for other reasons. And then I would want to know what was considered excessive. Highest dose is 12 milligram. Okay, thank you. I would want to know, I listen for words like that, like words that aren't very specific. I would want to know, I would want to know what they considered excessive, right? So for example, I have a question. Oh my God, this is like pure speculation, pure gossip. It seems like we're going down this road again, right? But let me ask y'all something. And Armsy, if you know, you can tell me because I think you're more familiar with the studies. What do y'all think is I wonder if they tell me in here. I probably could Google this. But what do y'all think is the average weight of the person participating in these trials? Do we know that information? because the question was going to be, the gossipy question was like, do y'all think it would be like unethical to test this drug on somebody that was like 200 pounds, 180 pounds? Do we know? Do we know the average weight of the participants? You look. Wait, I'm sorry, Shonda, and it's not your fault. It's my blurry vision. You said I lost my big part on. Oh, okay, okay, 2.5. Okay, you lost your. You mean you lost the most weight on 2.5 and 5? Okay, is that what you meant? But I want to know, because, okay, so the reason that I was asking that question is because they said many of whom had to discontinue due to excessive weight loss. So it would be based on BMI. Okay, so what do y'all think the average BMI is? Or maybe we already, maybe that information is already out there and I just don't know it. So, um, had to discontinue due to excessive weight loss. But what would be considered excessive? Like that's what I need to know. I need to, because if you have a BMI of like 30, which I think is still overweight, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me pull up a BMI calculator. Let me see. What's a normal BMI? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing this on the fly. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. I actually haven't updated my BMI in quite some time. Like to see what my updated BMI is. Uh okay. So I'm at 28, which is overweight. So yeah, 30 would be overweight, right? Below a 25 is normal. Below 25. Okay. So like I don't know what the average BMI is of the participants in this study. And it looks like our BMI chart goes up to what, 40? So like we would assume that the participants are like 40 plus BMI, right? Like that would be I don't think they call it morbidly anymore, but clinically obese, right? So like obese and then clinically obese. So this would be like obesity class 3 and beyond once you start getting into like the 40 BMI. So that would make sense. But do y'all think for the sake of the research, they have some people that are between that like 28 to like 35 range, which is still overweight. I mean, 35 is obese still, honestly. Like 25 to 30 is overweight. Okay, so they talked about 40 being the BMI for insurance. Okay, now back to the point about excessive weight loss. This is not funny. But if a person is starting out at a 30 in a Retta trial, I would I would not be surprised if there was some excessive weight loss. I would not be surprised if there was some excessive, like I would not be surprised if by you know week 12 they was up out of there. Like, wait a minute. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually want to see how this plays out, if the information is already out there or if it's coming. I actually want to see how this played out. Like I've never actually been interested in reading a study before until now. This is interesting. If you're 40 plus, how long would it take for you to consider your weight loss excessive? Y'all understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like, so like if your BMI is 40 plus, it would take quite some time for you to get to the point where I would think you would consider your weight loss to be excessive. So they would have to define excessive. So if people start unaliving, not funny, but I don't know how to say it, from excessive weight loss, they're going to make GLP-1s like controlled substance, and then we're going to have to show our license to get it. It's going to be super annoying. Well, let's slow down, Sushi Fitness. I don't think that's necessarily where we're headed. Um I'm sure they had some non-responders at 30 BMI. Um Okay, so about like making it a controlled substance, I highly doubt it. I haven't seen people dropping like flies from GLP-1s yet. I don't think that's going to happen unless something goes wrong with the actual production, like unless they make a mistake in the production and the the medication is tainted somehow. I don't see that happening. And if people were disappearing during the studies, they would have stopped the studies by now. I mean, there's always a might, right? Might this, might that. It might be banned tomorrow. It might be, free tomorrow, which is not gonna be. But like, so a might is for anything, but I think that's a little, you know. But you never know. You never know. It could happen. For patients with baseline BMI 35. Discontinuation rates due to adverse events were 8.8% and 12.1% for the 9 milligram and 12 milligram doses, respectively. Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't verify the source because they said overall it was 12 to 18, but it would honestly, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, based on that information, I would not be surprised if people at about a 35 are dropping out. Like, I would not be surprised if they lose weight so goddamn fast that they're just like, or so much weight so quickly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised in that 30 to 35 range. So that actually makes sense. And on the higher doses. Interesting. Okay, so let's finish. Um so participants, blah blah blah. Um Severe cases may contribute to unaliving. Okay. Yeah, if you lose too much weight, yeah, you can pass on. Um okay, so we talked about the excessive weight loss. There's a quote here. Though weight loss on obesity medication is very patient dependent, I would agree, and can often be lower or higher than average. Wait, was that the end of the quote? Okay, I don't know what just happened there. I thought there was an additional portion to the quote, but maybe that was just an addition to the thing about excessive weight loss. Problem with counterfeit Retta. Okay. So Retta is still in clinical trials. This was the part that surprised, well, not I won't say it surprised me. I just never actually read about it before. I knew it wasn't out, but I also knew people were talking about it, so I didn't know what was going on there, and I just didn't care to figure it out. Retta is still in clinical trials and has not been reviewed or approved by the FDA. However, a quick online search for buy Retta, we are doomed. Now this, see sushi, this is what this is what's gonna ruin it for everyone. Like, these people must be stopped. These people must be stopped. A quick online search for buy Retta brings up websites selling products under that name, often shipped from overseas. Sales of fake Retta seem to be fueled by online influencers and individual users sharing purchase tips on Reddit and other social media sites. Let's go see real quick. Let's go see what they say on Reddit about purchasing Retta. Let's go see, cause I'm nosy. I want to know. I ain't never seen nothing about no buying Reddit. I've seen people talk about it on TikTok, but I just kind of like, it just goes over my head because I don't know what they're talking about. Retat to try it. I'm never gonna get it. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, y'all want to see the first thing that came up? Oh, there's no thread on this. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is happening? No, I want y'all to tell me about it. This is the first thing that came up. And the person says down 130 pounds and it's a bunch of vials, but they're not explaining it. I want people to spill the beans. People are posting pictures of their progress. Damn you, Retta. Well, it works. Okay, is what they said. Does it now? Probably too good. In 5 months, I dropped 55 pounds. We're going to have to do this. Like, we're going to have to, like, dive into this on tomorrow's stream. I'm going to have to do another Reddit, a Reddit thread dive. What? In 5 months, I dropped 55 pounds and went from 26% body fat to 10. Did it all to look jacked on a cruise with my family and friends. Well, 3 weeks before the cruise, I dropped my dosage from 8 milligrams to 4 milligrams. I told my wife I was not going to have any restrictions for the cruise. I earned the right to cheat for a week. Retta doesn't care. Despite my best efforts, I couldn't eat jack shit. Oh well, I'm rocking a 6-pack at 50. You too old for this. And I learned that there are more to cruises than stuffing your face. I am flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted. Like the stream if you haven't already. Wow. I think Reddit taught me I don't need to gorge to enjoy myself. Okay, so who's the problem here? Are we the problem? Are we the drama? Hello, Phoenix. Thank you for subbing. Are we the problem here? Are we the dummies that are just like not in on because like people are like it must be us guys. We're clearly the problem. Reddit changed the game for me. Do y'all think these people know the full word? Even if they can't pronounce it. No, because nobody's typing it out. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all think the people taking this medication literally thinks the name is Retta, and instead of being short for Retatrutide. I can't say it, but y'all know what I mean. Like, do y'all think, put a 1 in the chat if you think they just think the name is Retta, or they put a 2 in the chat if you feel like they actually know the name, they're just shortening it, like, they're just saying the abbreviation like the rest of us. Is Retta the new ED? Two and a half month transformation, 37 pounds down. Wait a minute. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I cannot blame Eli Lilly for this because their medication is not out. But like whatever these people are taking, 37 pounds in 2.5 months. I'm so intrigued. Maybe they're shortening it to not draw attention. There's so many pictures. There's so many pictures. And I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know what's interesting about this? Like, I feel like I'm being trolled, but I'm pretty. Whoa, wait, what does this say? Guys. 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 Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to zoom in and try to show y'all this. I wish I was on my computer now so I could share the screen. Y'all have to see this. Is it backwards for y'all? Because it's backwards for me. I'm hoping it's it says Retta 10, right? So that just answers my question because it doesn't say the full word. It says Retta 10 because my Zepbound vials don't say Zep 10. They don't even when I was getting compound, my tirzepatide vials didn't say TERS 7.5. It said tirzepatide. Retta 10, but if y'all, if I'm tripping and this is not a big deal, y'all let me know. Retta 10 milligram vials for research use only. And they have it with backwater, BAC, on the sides. I'm saving this. I'm saving this image. I'm saving it. Hello, screenshot. You're not gonna let me screenshot this? Okay. Saving that. What do the comments say? You have to mix it yourself? This is why Eli Lilly thinks we're dumb and didn't want to give us vials in the first place. Okay, maybe I should get off. Okay, let me go back to the article. I really just wanted to see what happens. Anyone here planning on switching to Retta? Okay, one more. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have scrolled further. From what I've read, with what is available on the market now, tirzepatide will give you the best results, but Retta builds on what tirzepatide does in the sense that it acts on both GLP-1, GIP, but also glucagon receptor. We don't have solid numbers because it's still in the experimental stage, but I'm thinking it should provide better results. Okay, well, this person at least knows it's not out. I thought this person was talking about trying it now. Okay. Where to buy? Okay, so it does say people also search for where to buy Retta. Do I want to put that in my do I want to put that in my search history? I don't want the FBI coming for me. Maybe searching it, I won't get thrown in jail because I feel like these people getting locked up. Like whoever's selling, well, it's coming from overseas, so I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if you can get in trouble for being dumb. I don't know. I don't know if you can get in trouble for being dumb. So Nova Pro Bioscience Inc. This is not a promotion. This is for research purposes only, like Retta. Has Retatrutide LY3437943 99.4% purity peptide. Not for human use, lab only. $165 USD. Add to cart. I'm down the rabbit hole now. I want to see what's gonna happen. I am down the rabbit hole. Add to cart. Wait a minute. How did we get to $200? What just happened? Are the taxes and shipping? What just happened? 165. Oh, shipping. 40, 45, $49 in shipping. Okay. All right. So let's see. Check out. $214. Oh. Wow. 3 to 5 business days. This cannot, this is, I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, this shit cannot be real. Biosynth. Retatrutide, trifluoro, something or other. Something, 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 something. There are many, 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 there are many websites selling the not for human use experimental situation type deal. Let me ask y'all something. If you could be a part of the trial, would you do it? I mean, most of y'all already lost your weight, so probably not. Yeah, I don't think people know what they're getting and injecting either. And what drives me like up the wall is the not for human use. What drives me up the wall is the person posting the picture that says for experimental use only. Like like you see it. It's there. They're telling you. They tell you that. They tell you that and you're going to inject it anyway? Granted, if people were dropping like flies, I'm sure we would have heard about it now, but like still though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does anyone recommend anywhere selling Reddit yet? Oh my god. YouTube, see, I might have to private this video because I don't want YouTube thinking I'm promoting this shit. Locked post, new comments cannot be posted. I wonder why. Probably because people were maybe talking shit. Like, don't do that. Okay, let me mix it at home. Mix it up. Why not? Okay. Um, so I've only found one place selling it, but it's pricey. I know New Vision mentioned they would have it soon, but I don't see it listed on the website. Has anyone tried it yet? I've been on Manjaro for 3 years now and been obsessed with it, but my body has tapped out and even the highest dosage doesn't work anymore. I tried everything. Maybe try waiting for like the official version to come out and not looking for not looking for suggestions on making Manjaro work. Oh, so they were very clear. I switched to Retta and it felt like the good old days. My faith in humanity is dwindling. It is Trap House Retta. It is. It is. And this is why I don't like look into this stuff because I'm like, I'm not the one taking it. So why do I care? But like, I'm so intrigued by this now. I didn't even finish the article because I got caught up. I got caught up in the Reddit threads. Not FDA approved and no long-term studies. Yeah, def want that. LOL. You'll be biting your words soon, homie. Oh, they fighting, y'all. They fighting in the comments. You'll be biting your words soon, homie. People said the same about Manjaro and Wegovy and even gasp insulin, silly goose. I don't think I'd ever be comfortable with taking a drug with the name that close to the word, the R word. Yeah, they dragging this person. They're not agreeing at all. I order it directly from the manufacturer. How? That's interesting. Eli Lilly is the manufacturer and does not sell it direct to consumer. How are you getting it from them? Thanks. Okay, I'm done. All right, I'm done. Let's go back to the article. Okay, that was a whole entire rabbit hole that I was not even remotely prepared for. It never dawned on me to just randomly like Google just to see what would happen. Buy Retta and actually get results where I can add it to my cart. Hey Andrew, how you doing? And like purchase it, even though it says not for human consumption. Then what is it for? Who is it for? Like I have lab rats around my house and I'm just gonna inject the lab rats. Like you can just do that. You can just do that. Okay. Moving on. Oh man. What those companies are selling is completely unknown. It could be a different peptide entirely, a mislabeled or counterfeit product, a product with the wrong concentration or contaminants. Can y'all imagine the contaminants though? These are the same people that would pop their rubber stopper off of their vials, but let's continue. Or something with no active ingredient at all. Also, do y'all know of any YouTubers that are trying this? I will totally review their content. Do y'all know of any? Y'all probably would have told me by now if y'all knew of any. Um, a product with the wrong concentration or contaminants or something with no active ingredient at all. Every one of those scenarios carries a real risk to serious harm. See, it's situations like this that's going to ruin it potentially for GLP-1s across the board, you know, because people are doing stupid stuff before, the actual product comes out. What I would like to know though, was this the case with Manjaro, Wegovy? Like, is this new news, or has this always been a thing? Has this always been happening? Have people always been doing this? I want to know that. We don't know the potential side effects. People who buy Retta online may be more likely to start at higher doses, yes, because they're dumb. We know that. We know that. Or keep increasing the dosage on their own. Prescribing guidelines for GLP-1 drugs recommend starting at the lowest dose and gradually increasing it. However, some healthcare providers may stop at a lower dose if a patient is losing enough weight and tolerating the medication well, rather than pushing to the maximum. Yeah. Like those of us that, you know, got on this train in the past 2 years, we have that reality more so. I don't know of any, but would love for you to review some. Sushi, that means I gotta go looking for them. I don't want to go looking for them people. I already look like a troublemaker on here. It gotta be one of y'all that requested, so I have a cop out. Yeah. Who would be, oh, I didn't realize this was in here. Who would be the right candidate for Retta? Despite concerns about excessive weight loss, Retta will be an important addition for obesity patients when it's approved. I find these early results really exciting and much needed advance in obesity therapy, but with an important asterisk about who this drug is actually for. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, I was asking about this earlier. Nearly 1 in 10 US adults have severe obesity, defined as a BMI of 40 or higher. Okay. For a typical person in that category, reaching a healthy body weight often means losing 35 to 40% or more of their total weight. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like how many, so like, okay, so it says 1 in 10. So that demographic of people are gonna have a 40 plus BMI. It would make sense for them to lose 30 to 45 to 35 to 40% of their body weight. Let me see what percentage of body weight I lost, because I think I had a BMI that was over 40. I believe I did. Actually, I could double check right now. Hold on. What was my BMI when I started? Let's see. I believe I've lost more than 20% of my body weight already, but let's see. I was 242, which is diabolical. I was 242, not 5'10". That's crazy work. 242. That was a BMI of 42. So I would have been a good candidate potentially for Retta. So, let's see what percentage of body weight I lost overall. I've lost a little over 30% of my total body weight. A little over. Closer to like 31, 32%. So I've lost more than the average 20 to 22% that you would see on Zepbound, which is phenomenal actually. But it would, like I said, it would make sense for a person starting at that 40 plus BMI. But if your BMI is like 32, you lost 50%. Okay. Congratulations, Sushi Fitness. I think by the time I get to, I think by the time I am done losing weight, I'll be at about 45 to 50% as well. But that's just a testament to like how grossly overweight I was, like how significant the obesity was. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So for someone who is 5'6" and weighs 250 pounds, a BMI of roughly 40 would need to lose close to 90 pounds to reach a healthy weight. Until now, the only realistic path to that magnitude of weight loss was metabolic surgery. No, that's not true, but they're not going to admit it. But people who have done that with fasting as well, but fasting is it's such a like, what do you call the outlier? Like the ugly duckling, the black sheep. Fasting is the black sheep of the weight loss family, okay? The weight loss realm. Fasting is definitely the black sheep. So they're not going to admit it publicly, but bariatric surgery and fasting could get you there. Well, not for everybody, right? Because not everything works for everybody. So fasting ain't gonna work for everybody, just like GLP-1s ain't gonna work for everybody, just like diet and exercise or just eat less, move more doesn't work for everybody. So, but there's tons of people that have lost that amount of weight through fasting and or other means. Um oh, Jen, you lost 49%. I actually didn't know that. I actually didn't know that, Jen. We've never talked about it before. I mean, we've talked about the numbers, like the actual weight, but we've never talked about it in the terms of percentages. My goal weight, I'm vain. Who's that? Uh Sorry, I can't see your name. Is that Jeanette? Is that what that says? Junette? Or is it, am I seeing 20? I can't see. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um I see Washington. Okay. Is it Jeanette? I'm not laughing at your name. I'm laughing at my inability to see. I think Zepbound has ruined my eyesight, and it's not funny because like I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I can afford for this to get any worse. Like this is so bad. But my goal weight, okay, so I started laughing because when you asked, because my original goal weight was 140 pounds, okay, so that I would have 142 pounds, so that I would have an official 100-pound goal, right? I knew I needed to at least bare minimum to get out of overweight and obesity, bare minimum 100 pounds. I think normal weight for me starts at like 140. So I just, I picked 140, 142 as my goal. But But, the more weight I lost, the more it started to become more and more apparent that I'm not going to be done losing weight at 140. Like, I've realized this at about 50 pounds down, 50, maybe 60 ish, 50, somewhere between 50 and 60 pounds down. I realized that I was not going to be done losing weight at 140 pounds, but it is my first goal. So that's where I will like celebrate 100 pounds and all of that. So that's a big deal. So that's the bare minimum. I could choose to stop there. I could choose to keep going. I'm leaning more toward I will keep going. The glucagon part burns more fat and preserves the muscle and reta. Okay, so let me ask. So glucagon is muscle preserving. Okay, let me see something. I wonder how do you stimulate glucagon? How do you stimulate that? Glucagon, the hormone that raises blood sugar, is primarily stimulated by low blood glucose levels. Okay. High protein intake and autonomic nervous system activation, stress, exercise. Because I've always thought that glucagon spikes with weight training, but hold that thought. It says exercise, but it doesn't say what kind. To increase it, consume lean protein, engage in exercise, but it doesn't say what type, and avoid excess sugar. Interesting. To get that in the shot is fascinating. Honestly, it is. To get that, in an addition, I would have loved to have that in addition to GLP and GIP. Like, honestly, I'm a little jelly that I'm going to miss out on that because that is actually, hopefully, the side effects aren't too great because that's actually a wonderful addition if it works out safely. What I was going to say, y'all, and do not come for my neck. I know these people are being stupid. What I was going to say, though, about the pictures on Reddit, they don't look like the people on Ozempic, that like look like granted, we don't know what these people are taking, right? But hypothetically, let's just say they are getting some research grade Retta, right? Not FDA approved. whatever they're taking, their progress photos, they look like their muscle has been preserved, is what I'm saying. I'm not co-signing this, but I'm saying if these pictures are real, and hypothetically, if they are getting some research grade, which is dumb as hell, I wouldn't be doing that and I wouldn't be trusting it. But whatever's happening here, they look they look very different than the people that have lost weight on Ozempic and Mounjaro. Like, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about like the people that where it's obvious, like the stereotypical like Ozempic face or Ozempic butt or that frailty, like they almost have no muscle. These people don't look like that. They don't look like that. I don't think most of us look like that, honestly, but I think it's because we have a bit more information. They don't look like that. They don't look like that. They look, and I'm not even saying it's because they worked out. That's what's crazy. I don't even think it's because they worked out. I think whatever muscle they already had very well ended up being preserved. But who the hell know what these people doing? Like who know? They could be on steroids for all I know. Like who knows what the fuck they doing? So I ain't about to co-sign that. But I thought it was interesting looking at their pictures. Their muscle, their lean tissue looks very well preserved. It does. Um okay, so I was interested in how to stimulate glucagon. We'll go with exercise for someone that's not on Retta. Okay. All right. There's really not more to the article. Yes. Okay. No, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. It was going into the example of the obese person that was like 5'6" or something, 250 pounds. All right, so that was interesting. I, you know, I guess we just gotta wait to see what happens. Sharon Osbourne. I've heard that example many times. Yeah, and like the lady on TikTok that clickbaits with her body. I try not to say the wrong words about her body because I don't want to judge her in that way. But y'all know the lady that we've covered before that clickbaits her body, her extreme weight loss. Yeah. But like I will say Kelly Osbourne. I don't think I know who Kelly Osbourne is. Let me look at her face. I don't know. Let me see. Because somebody said that earlier and I was like, who? I know Sharon. I don't think I know Kelly. Let me see. Kelly Osbourne. Like the stream if you haven't already. And I am taking topic requests for tomorrow's stream. Otherwise, we're gonna go over what we go over and I'm getting the fuck out of there. And I will let y'all know more about the collaboration with Dave tomorrow. Her? I don't know who this is. I don't know her. Whoa. Wow. Yikes. Now, I will say this about Zepbound. Yeah, she looks. See, when I asked the question, is there such thing as losing too much weight? I really don't like asking that question because it the answers are subjective, you know? Sharon's daughter. Okay. The answers are subjective. The thing about tirzepatide, and I can't speak for Ozempic or Wegovy, but think about tirzepatide, particularly Zepbound. I would say it's definitely effective at what it's supposed to be effective at. However, my weight loss experience has been different than every other weight loss experience I've had in the past. So like whereas it has been more successful, I've been able to lose more weight than I ever have in my life. I've also encountered more issues than I've ever had in my life. So I'm no, I'm sorry, take that back. Obesity is an issue, but when I say more issues, like I have more skin issues, I have more other issues that just come as a side effect of the medication. We talked about the anhedonia. I really have been trying to avoid the vision conversation. Like I make light of it, but like it's getting to the point where even especially on a 10 milligram, like it's getting to the point where it's just like I'm not on the 10 anymore, but that experience on the 10, my vision was at its worst. And it has, I won't say has improved, since getting off of the 10, but it's improved. Like it's not better, it's just not as bad. Does that by default make it better? Because I still, my vision, I still can't see. Like my vision is still blurry, but it's not as severe as when I was on the 10. And I always attributed it to wild blood sugar swings. That's what I thought was happening. So I was just like, oh, it comes with the territory. But now I'm actually starting to get irritated by it. But saw today that she relapsed on what? I don't know. Oh, and compare no photo. Vision changes. You've noticed vision changes, yeah. So I've noticed changes in my skin, changes in my vision, changes in, I can't say my hearing, but I have like this issue with my ears where it always sounds like there's like, I mean, not sounds like, but feels like there's like fluid or mucus in my ears. I don't know what the hell that's about. And the constipation issues, like there's all the issues that come with taking tirzepatide, and it may change person to person. Energy issues, the fatigue, and the anhedonia at the higher doses for some people. Whereas when I would fast for weight loss exclusively, I never had sagging skin, but I've also never lost as much weight. So maybe the sagging skin would have came eventually. I never had to deal with creping or wrinkled skin. So when I would lose weight with fasting, my side effects were less apparent, right? Like even losing the fat under the eyes and it leading to like dark circles. That's not a direct effect of tirzepatide, but it's a direct effect of losing weight in my mind via calorie cutting, like via eating less. So although the weight will come off, it comes off like oddly to me. So, and I think that GLP-1s kind of just have that reputation because for the most part, for most people, and I lost weight slowly. Like I lost about a pound per week. I lost 50 pounds in the first year. That's roughly a pound per week. Like that's actually a little less than a pound per week on average. But people that have lost weight faster have seen, other differences or whatever. But with these Retta crash dummies, okay? With these Retta test/crash dummies, not the ones in the official trials, but these Reddit crash dummies on Reddit. Yeah, they don't look like they was taking any other GLP-1. Like the weight loss seems very different. The after seems very different, which is interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's best to be at a healthy weight. I would agree. I have the ear thing. One ear feels blocked. Yeah, like, yeah. Do I even want to get into it? No, why not? Why would I want to get into that? Like, let's just save that for the stream of other stupid stuff that we go through on tirzepatide that no one talks about. Yeah. It's something about losing fat in your ear that causes it. It feels like my ear is like stuffy. So I don't know why it feels like that. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that. Eliz, first of all, I didn't even know you could have fat in your ear. I didn't even know you could do that. Like I didn't even know that was the thing. Yeah, it feels like I'm underwater. It does feel like that. Yeah. Or like the ear popping from a plane, but not as painful. Yeah, it's very annoying. But would I change taking Zepbound? No, I wouldn't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So I actually now I'm looking forward to see how things work out. Yeah, underwater and pops. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. But why would that have anything to do with losing fat in your ear? Y'all gonna have to explain that to me. Y'all gonna have to explain that to me. I honestly only noticed it because Jen mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh, that's tur." I didn't know what the I didn't know what was happening, and Jen mentioned it on a stream on the stream that I was doing about anhedonia, and I'm like, the ear thing. Wait, is my ear related? My ear thing related to the? That's related to the. Oh my gosh, I don't know where I would be without you guys. I guess that's a sign that I don't need to quit. Huh? I guess that is a sign that I don't need to quit since I don't know where I would be without you guys. All right, so yeah, I would say oh, like like I really don't want to judge people, but I have an opinion, but I don't want to judge. And if I give it, I'm gonna feel like I'm judging. Because there's a part of me that's like, who am I to say that somebody lost too much weight? Now, can I be a complete mess for a second? When will our talks start growing? What do you mean? Oh, tails. When will our tails start growing? What are you talking about? But can I be a complete and utter mess for a second? I'm gonna be really vulnerable, guys. Like Zepbound, not Zepbound. Weight loss has changed some things for me, and I'm not sure if I'm like a bad person for this. I'm not sure. Now, Nicole, I know you are trying to explain this to me, but that is a lot of words together, and the way my eyesight is not eyesighting, they're all blending together. So if it's like beyond like two sentences, I start like struggling. But keep doing your thing because I can definitely see it on the playback in about a day or so. Um, but like, y'all, okay. See, I be judging, right? But I try not to, and I keep my judgments to myself until I start talking to y'all. Then I start getting vulnerable and stuff. No, 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 you're fine, Nicole. I'm just messing around. Like I like if I try hard enough and go word by word, I'll be able to see it. But that don't mean stop what you're doing. Like I got the gist of it. Like I can see it. Um, like I be judging and I be checking myself. Like, okay, slow down, back up. Like, cause remember I told y'all before that now when I go out into the world, overweight seems extremely overweight now. Like I couldn't see it when I've been overweight my whole life. I've been obese my entire adulthood. So like I couldn't see like the alarm, like seeing overweight people or obese people was never alarming to me before. Um even watching, you know what? I may have to go back and watch 600 Pound Life now from the top. Like even watching 600 Pound Life, like I loved watching 600 Pound Life. Um, is a person that's 6, 7, 800 pounds, is that shocking? Yes, but I never really felt like viscerally alarmed by it. Like never. I never felt like really like, oh my effing what the F. And I never felt that way like going out into public and seeing people that were 50, 100, 150, 200 pounds overweight. I never I never really like thought nothing of it. But now that I have lost 80 pounds officially as of this weigh in, okay? 80 pounds down. We'll celebrate that tomorrow. I mean, this actually started like closer to 60 pounds down. Like this I didn't really start to feel differently about my body until I lost like the first 60 pounds. So this has been happening for like the past few months, but like now when I go out into the world, it breaks my heart a little bit. Like it's like a little chink in my heart each time. And I'm just like in my mind, I'm just like, "Oh my God, if only you knew." Like I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna try to explain how I feel, and y'all let me know if I'm like okay, girl, that's a bit much, or like if you understand what I'm trying to say. But it's like when I see people that are just like kind of going through the motions, right? And they are whether they're even if they're in my family, like if they are significantly overweight, obese, immediately in my mind, I feel like sadness and fear and alarm. Like I am alarmed, like they don't know. Like they don't know. Or if they do know, they don't know what to do about it. They don't know what to do about it. And I feel like this like helplessness. First of all, I feel like I'm judging on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like I feel like this helplessness, like there's almost like this overwhelming desire to like just say, hey, like, and it's like, what do you say? Like, there's this overwhelming desire to say what? Honestly, in an alternate universe, there's this overwhelming desire to say, like, snap out of it, get the weight off. You know what I mean? But nobody's going to do that in, to random strangers. But it's like, I am so alarmed. It is like I've transitioned into a different reality, and it is extremely scary. Now I see how sad people are. Tell me more, Jen. What do you mean? Like, have I noticed sadness? I've noticed in, I can't say I've noticed sadness, but I wonder. I wonder. Like now I wonder. Like I wonder if people are sad. I wonder if people are like helpless. I wonder if people feel trapped. I wonder if people feel like they would do something if they knew what to do. Meow. Meow. I actually say meow quite a bit. Um, I'm a cat lady. Meow. But I go out into the world and there's obesity all around us, and I feel like an outsider. Like I feel like an outsider. I feel like the abnormal person. Like everybody's in on something that I'm not in on. Good night, Andrew. Thank you for stopping in. Do you feel a big difference between the 50-pound loss and the 80-pound loss? Because I can definitely see the loss on you. Absolutely. Most of that is because I spent most of my adulthood losing and regaining the same 50 pounds. Well, no, okay, hold on. So I started at 240. I spent most of my adulthood between 200 and 220, right? So the 1 year that I went up to 240 was like extreme, like, so I had to do something about that. But the lowest I've been as an adult was about 190, 187. So that 50-pound range between 190 and 240 is not completely foreign. So when I got down to 200 pounds, I really didn't see a difference. When I got down to 190, which was 50 pounds, I really didn't see a difference. It wasn't until I dropped to like 180, 170, and now 161. Like this past 30 pounds is where I've seen, or this past 20, honestly, the first 50 out of there. I really didn't start to see a difference until the first 60, honestly. First 60. So this past 20 pounds is where I've really seen the most difference. Like you got the secret. I do feel like it almost feels like I'm holding out. I'm not. It's just I don't give unsolicited, information or advice or anything. But it feels like even if GLP-1 isn't the secret sauce for them, it's like but I don't know. I just feel so afraid. like obesity traumatized me. You don't know it until you stop being obese. Like you don't, or maybe it's just me, but obesity has traumatized me. It has. It has 100% traumatized me. Like what I felt was the norm my whole life, it scares me now that the reality is that that is not normal. And because majority of people have not come to that realization yet, that scares me as well. So when I go out into the world and I'm seeing people around me, I'm just like, I just want to wear a sign that says like, wake up, this is not normal. But I also don't want to come off like I'm preaching from the mountaintop, like, oh, you're the person that made it, so now you want to tell everybody what they should and shouldn't do. I wholeheartedly believe, and I have felt like this since before I started losing weight. I just didn't feel it as viscerally as I do now. I don't believe in accepting obesity. Like, I don't believe in I don't believe in hiding behind loving your body just to remain obese. I don't. I'm not saying you can't love yourself and love your body, but self-love is also getting the effing weight off. Self-love is also getting that weight off. I, to me personally, I would like some pushback if anybody has any, though. I would like some pushback if anybody has any. But my logic is there is no room for debate on this portion of the topic, right? So, like, unless you can tell me the benefits of being obese, there's no room for debate, right? Like, so, unless, like, so if I say, I don't believe, like, I think self love is a cop out to stay obese. If I say that, right, you can love yourself. But if you say, I'm gonna stay big because I love myself, I think that that is a cop out. And if you disagree and feels like you feel like that's uh downing a person for loving themselves, then you would have to tell me, or they would have to tell me, okay, so what is the benefit to obesity, right? Like, what is the benefit? What's the benefit? What's the benefit? Even if you don't like the aesthetic of being thin or being smaller, or you prefer the aesthetic of being overweight or obese, even if you prefer it aesthetically, okay, fine, you prefer the aesthetic. But what is the benefit other than you just like the way you look, or whatever group of people you are attracted to, they like that type of look? Or, I mean, they, the group of people that's attracted to you. Yeah. I mean, typically I'm not very reserved about like how I express myself. I have a reputation for being over the top, extremely candid. But when it comes to judging, like, I will judge. The only difference is I will, like, if I'm comfortable judging something, I'll give a disclaimer. But when it feels like I can do better than judgment and I'm just trying to figure out the words, that's what's happening here, right? Like, when I'm going out into the world and just seeing random strangers, and I feel bad because, like, the weight that they're carrying on their bodies is not normal. It's not no It has been normalized, but it is not normal. Like, we are in danger. Like, there needs to be a red alert across the entire country. We are in danger. Somebody needs to do something about this. Somebody needs to do something about this, okay? Like, this is not okay. We have been gaslit, we have been lied to, we have been tricked. We have been tricked. Like, obesity is traumatizing, and you will never know it until you get to the other side. You will never know how, like, mentally and emotionally harmful, let alone physically, even physiologically, that too. But, like, I am like low key, high key, like, obesity fucked me up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, obesity fucked me up a little bit. Like, to the point where, like, I literally fear regaining the weight. I've never feared weight regain. Weight regain was always normal to me. I'd lose weight, gain it, lose it, gain it, lose it, gain it. But once I decided I was done with obesity, so when I got on tirzepatide, I decided, like, okay, this is the last time I'm losing weight. Like, we are not getting on this train again, okay? Like, you're not gonna just lose 20 pounds and then start over again in a year. Like, no, we are going all the way. And this was the first time in my life I committed to going all the way. It has never in my, like, never in my life did it ever occur to me that I need to weigh 140 pounds to be at a normal weight. I didn't even know that until I started just. I didn't even know, like, what my BMI was. I knew I was obese, but I didn't know what my BMI was. I didn't know what a normal BMI was. I didn't know what my ideal, quote unquote ideal, take it or leave it, weight was. I didn't know any of that until I started, looking that up to determine my goal. So I looked at my BMI, obesity class 3. What's normal BMI? What weight on the scale do I have to be within that BMI range? 100 pounds? Let's do it. That's literally, it may sound shallow, but that's literally how I came to, it was based on the BMI. That's how I came to my first goal. But now that I'm, like, extremely vain, I'm probably gonna lose another 20 pounds beyond that. Well, 20 pounds of recomp, right? 20 pounds of recomp. So it might be some fat loss with some muscle gain. So it'll be about roughly a 10 to 20 pound recomp once I get to 140. But oh, you got underweight. Okay, you got underweight. Yeah, I definitely don't want that. I definitely don't want that, because it's not 100% an aesthetic thing to me. Like, people that, like, Kelly, and her mom, that's an aesthetic. That's a body image issue, and I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into all that. But accepting obesity is unacceptable. And until somebody pushes back with something that makes sense to make me rethink it, I'm going to take that stance. It doesn't make you a bad person. Um it doesn't make you a flawed person or anything like that. We've all been there. But it's like if you snap out of it, obesity's unacceptable. Some people will be obese. GLP-1s or not, bariatric surgery or not, fasting or not, keto or not, diet and exercise or not. Some people are going to be obese. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, and this is going to sound crazy considering we're at about 45% overweight. No, 50 something percent overweight, 40 something percent obese, and actually like 40% class 3 obese, like severely morbidly obese. Obesity, I won't even include overweight. Overweight, you could take it or leave it. I would rather leave it. So I want to keep losing because I could stop right here, and potentially live a long healthy life. But no, I don't want to be overweight. Like, I don't want no extra weight on my body. I don't want it, especially in the form of fat. But I think if I stopped here at 160, I'd be in good shape as far as my health is concerned. But no, we're not doing that. But when it comes to obesity, I don't see why more than 1% of the population has to be obese. Well, I mean, we know why, the food supply, we know why that we got to where we are now. But the crazy thing is, like, let's say, I don't even know what the rates of infection were during the pandemic. I don't even know. But like, let's say over the next, I don't know, 10, 20 years, 40% of the population like develops some sort of, God forbid, cancer, right? Everybody would be losing their damn minds. My message is not being seen. I see you, Shonda. Did you say something that I missed? When you write a long paragraph, I can pick out bits and pieces, but I can't really see it because my eyes are too blurry. So I'm sorry if I'm like missing what you're saying. Um, my bad. But if it's something that you need me to read, if you could like shorten it to like a sentence or two so I can make it out. Because I'm blind. I'm blind. And if you need to send multiple messages because they're shorter, you could do that. Um, but what's the US population? 400 and some million? Let's see. US population. Or is it 300 some million? I think it's 445. Let's see if I'm right. It is. Oh, I was wrong. It's 342. I kind of figured I was wrong, but there was something that there was, for some reason, I thought I was right. I think I got that 45 number from I think there's like 44 or 45 million people as far as like Black African American, something like that. No, I don't think it's that many. I think it's shit. I don't know. Anyway, um, okay, so let's see if Copilot will help me out because I don't know math. 30,000? Is that right? 1% of 3 million is 30,000. That's still too high for me. What was, what was the obesity? We did this before. What was the obesity rate? No, I don't want to know the rate. I want to know the percentage. Um, 3 to 4%. Three to 3.5%. That's a lot though. Am I tripping? Like, okay, so maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping because maybe 30,000 out of 3 million is 300 million is really not much. Like 1%. Like maybe that's not much at all, right? But what I'm saying is like it should not be the norm, and we have been asleep about this in this country for at least 40, 50 years. It should not be the norm that when we are going about our day to day, going to work, going to out to eat, going to an airport, going on vacation, going for a walk, it should not be the norm that the average person is overweight or obese. But well, let's say obese. The average person is obese. That should not be the case. Now, some people may not, it may not look it to the eye, depending on how they carry their weight or their BMI or whatever. Some people were mentioning to me before like they're kind of bottom heavy, whatever. But like morbidly obese, why do we need? Why do we like accept? And I don't mean the population. I mean like the establishment, right? So doctors, researchers, all of that, the government, all of that. Like, why is that acceptable? Like 45%. That how is that not a pandemic? Epidemic. How is that not an epidemic? I have two overweight friends that don't want to hang out with me anymore. Jen, you never told me that. You know I'm nosy, girl. Tell me more. I want to know if men go through this. Okay, how many people I got watching? Okay, 14. If I have any men watching, you can hit me with a yes or no. Do any of y'all experience your friends not wanting to hang out with you if they are overweight once you lose weight? When they make the meds affordable, there won't be that kind of obesity. Paul don't go through that. So you think the majority of the country, or at least half the country, because half is normal weight, right? Or average, like whatever, within a normal BMI. So you think the other half of the country will just get on GLP-1s? Wow. See, I don't got enough friends for that to happen to me. They went from cheering me on to almost ghosted me. Do we need to have a whole live about this? Because we've talked about it briefly before. Every time I text them to make plans, they hang out, they say yes, but never follow through. Jen, like, I really don't want it to be that, like, because you're so fine, like, you're losing friends. Like, that's crazy work. I don't want that to be true. My only two friends are on tours. Now, that's the type of life I want to live. I would love it if my family and friends would get on Zepbound. I would love it if, like, my family, hell, even my dad, like, I would love it. I would love it if they all got on Zepbound. I really would. I really would. But it's so expensive that I don't even push that. I don't even push it. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't have enough friends to experience that, right? Like to experience uh a shift in energy. Yeah, I don't. And the ones that I do have, so far they still cheer me on. Jen, they were never your friends. Maybe that's a good angle. That's a good angle to have this conversation from, Shonda. So here's what I'm thinking. I would play devil's advocate and say that that's not necessarily true. That's an interesting angle to have this conversation from. Title: Were they ever your friends? Losing relationships after weight loss. Don't steal my title, Paul. Ah, Cloud Watchers, don't steal my title. Were they ever your friends? Losing relationships. I'll probably find a way to shorten it, but same idea. Because what if family acts the same way? Were they never really family? I just think feelings about friends can change. I don't think they necessarily should, but they can. Wait, Jen says exactly. So Jen, you really think they weren't your friends? So now I'm nosy. I'm super nosy. I am so nosy. I'm so nosy. Like you have to tell me more. You have to tell me more. Like because y'all know me, I'm problematic. I'm going to take the opposite side just to be problematic. I'm starting to see why people be coming for me when I react to their favorite content creators, because like even though I mean no harm, they be ready to get me because I just be doing stuff just to do it. Friends wouldn't ghost you for losing weight. Okay, so what do you think your relationship was before if it wasn't a friendship? It's a really good topic. What do you think? Like, what would you like? So was everybody just kind of being fake to each other, or were they the fake ones the whole time? I'd love to know. I'm nosy as hell. I gotta figure out a way to argue this from the other side. People gonna be mad. See, okay, so I'm telling y'all in advance that I'm gonna argue the other side just to be problematic. But the people that don't know that, they gonna think I'm tripping. I like going crazy. All right. So here's how I would take the other side of that. I would say that I think right as I'm talking about this, my girl texts me. um I this is hard for me because I have had some foul people in my life. And honestly, it's a good thing that they are gone before this time in my life, because this is exactly, I know for a fact this would happen with them. They would start acting funny as hell because they acted funny when I had the weight. So those were clearly fake relationships. But for this scenario, what I was going to say was, is it possible, or I would argue it's possible to be friends with someone and then, like, okay, put it like this. It's possible to be friends with someone by y'all's definition of friends at the time and y'all's standard of friendship at the time, and then not really evaluate what that friendship is based on, right? Because some groups, some social circles are social circles based on what they have in common. And sometimes maybe bigger people hang out with each other because they are big together. Just like I have heard from one of the Level Up channels. What's your girl name, Jen? I forgot her name. Ashley. She talks about how like it's an unspoken, it's a kind of an unspoken code in, you know, certain cities and certain circles, and certain, like, you know, like there's levels to this, like social circle shit when you start to get up to a certain class or whatever. But people, attractive people will attract to other attractive people, right? So like sometimes social circles can be built around or built upon a shallow foundation to begin with, and it's not obvious until something changes in that dynamic. So for example, if we all stick together because we all big together, but we don't know that until one person in the group loses weight, it could bring some insecurities to the surface that we never even knew was there. And then instead of addressing it, people start acting funny and kind of like pushing you to the side. Does that mean they were fake to begin with, or they started being fake? I don't know, but I'm gonna try to argue it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Because the other side of that, or the other scenario to that, is they were fake the entire time. They never liked you, or maybe y'all never liked each other, but they never liked you. Like, this is what happens in my life. They were fake the whole time. They never liked you. It didn't matter what you did. This was always going to be the outcome, no matter what. But like, it didn't matter what you did, but especially because something changed for the better that made them feel worse about themselves, you know? Then, you know, but that's not me playing devil's advocate though. I gotta play the devil's advocate. Yeah. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I think people can genuinely believe they are friends or a part of a friend group and don't even realize why they're in that friend group. Like, other than y'all have this thing in common where y'all eat together. Y'all eat together, y'all big together, y'all shop together. I've never had this experience because I've only ever been the only big girl, right? So I haven't had I had or oh wait, hold on. Take that back. Are your friends skinny, Jen? Oh, we were being big together. Okay. Because I forgot to ask, were they skinny? Were they thin? Sorry, not skinny, but thin. I forgot to ask. Okay, so they were big. Okay. So I've never had that experience. I've only ever been the big girl, like the sole. I'm the big girl in the group, and y'all know what's crazy? Like when I look back at my pictures, I feel so bad that I felt fat at that time. Like y'all see me now, and y'all be like, "V, you skinny girl." I was this weight in high school. Obviously, the weight sat very differently. Okay, like I looked much thinner in high school because I wasn't completely developed yet, but like my hips hadn't spread. The weight is in different places now. Uh, but I was around this weight in high school, and I look I looked more slim than I do now, and thought I was fat because I was bigger. If y'all see what I considered, or what my circle considered big in high school, it's actually quite sad. Like when I look back at the pictures, I'm like, the difference between me and them is that they have flat stomachs, and I've always had a fuller face. So I'm clearly the chubby girl. Like I'm clearly the chubby girl compared to them. But I wasn't like right now, I'm 20 pounds from a normal weight. I wasn't crazy overweight. I felt like I was, but I wasn't crazy overweight. I wasn't. I was about 20 pounds overweight, but I felt super duper morbid. Like I felt crazy obese, crazy big, crazy big. Um, so yeah, so we can talk about it. Like I will say one thing though. I told y'all this before. It is a relief. I don't have a big social circle anymore, so this doesn't necessarily matter. But when I witness other people's social circles, whether it's in a movie, on TV, social media, in person, whatever, it is nice to not be the bigger. I'm just that's the vanity in me. It is nice to not be the one that's the big one, right? Like not that there's something necessarily wrong with being big, but to be the only bigger one, no. No, to be the only one that like weighs more than your your boyfriend or your partner, no. Mm-mm. Husband, no. You weigh more than everybody. Like damn, like you weigh more than most of the people you know. There was a time I didn't know it. I didn't know it. My dad is six. Don't let me lie on man. 6 foot, 6'1", something like that. Six something. He's six something. Minimum 6 foot, but I feel like he might be like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. There was a time, I didn't know it until I lost the weight. There was a time I weighed more than my father. Nobody saw nothing wrong. Nothing. Nothing. Nobody saw nothing wrong. Perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Just sitting there falling apart, you know? So to be the person like I can't wear other people's clothes, but they can wear mine. My whole life. That's the person. Like just little stuff that you would think shouldn't matter and probably honestly don't matter. But it's like to not have those experiences anymore. It's kind of a interesting feeling. I stopped talking to a friend because she didn't believe in GLP-1s. No, Nicole, okay. Oh, see, I'm so nosy because now I need to know more. I really want to know about Jen's story too. I want to know. And I didn't want her to hinder my progress. How would she have hindered your progress? Just being annoying and just being a chatty patty in your ear. I guess I'm lucky enough to not have encountered any doubters, or if I did, they kept it to themselves. I didn't encounter anybody that was like, "Be careful about that. You shouldn't do that. I don't believe in that." I haven't encountered any Moniques, let's say, or any Jillian Michaels on the like family and friend level. I haven't encountered any of those people. Uh, and honestly, when I was first getting started, had I encountered those types of people in my in my circle, I probably would have spent so much time trying to explain myself. Now, What do y'all say when people ask what you're doing for your weight loss? I say diet, exercise, and GLP-1. That's what I say. If they know what a GLP-1 is, then we have a conversation about it. If they don't know and they don't ask, I don't go into it. That's simple. But most people that I encounter, if I say GLP-1, they'll ask which one because they are like it is. How did I go from a year and a half ago, never hearing the terminology GLP-1, Ozempic, or Zepbound, or any of that, to every effing body knows what it is or is on it? Hey, sweet tea. Hey, HMD. Thank you for the compliment. I tell them because I want to fight. Jen, I'm gonna need you to start a YouTube channel so that I am not the only toxic person in the space, okay? Okay? I need, like, I have this okay, first of all, I am not a fighter, okay? I am not. But people treat me like I am. People treat me like I am, you know? When people treat me like I'm a fighter, but Jen is the real fighter. I tell them because I want to fight. I have never said no shit like that. That's crazy. I ain't never say that. But yeah, if I tell them, no, I not if I do tell them, and if they know what a GLP-1 is, then we go on it. We go on and have a conversation about it. If they don't know and they don't ask, then I don't bother explaining. Um, if they ask which one, I tell them, and then we have a conversation about it. It's actually nice to meet people that actually know what Zepbound is. Like, it's nice. Oh, now I can see your name. Is it Junetta? I can see it now because Nicole typed it. It was gray on the screen, so I couldn't really see it before. Yeah. Well, would I cut somebody off now if they criticized me? Jen criticizes my coffee intake. Should I cut Jen off? I don't know. I'm too vain to take criticism at this point in my life. I don't gotta listen to y'all. I don't have to. I don't gotta listen to y'all and y'all critiques of my coffee intake. I don't have to, but I have reduced it. I have, which is crazy. So I went back to the whole gift card method, right? Sidebar. I went back to the gift card method where I put enough on the gift card so I can buy one coffee per week. But this week in particular, other people have purchased my coffee. Now, if other people buy it, Teddy, Paul, Jen, Nicole, Sweetie, if other people buy it, I am not going to reject it. Okay, support my bad habits. But am I going to indulge in my bad habits? I'm going to put myself on a budget. I'm going to put myself on a budget. But if other people encourage my bad habits, that don't have nothing to do with me. Okay. When is your collab with Dave? It is going to be next week on Friday. I haven't posted it yet, haven't announced it yet because I'm gonna wait until like 2, maybe 3 days before to put the stream as public. Um, because I don't want people scrolling past it for a week and then forgetting and stuff like that. Because some people don't set their notifications, so I'm gonna wait until like 3 days before. But it's gonna be next Friday at don't give me the line. 9 Central, 10 Eastern. I'm very excited about it. I'm just extremely exhausted right now, so I can't like. Y'all know I get super giddy. I don't have it in me right now, but yeah, we finally scheduled it, and it's actually gonna be short. I have to actually do it in the morning because that's his availability. So it's gonna be short, and we're gonna talk about that some tomorrow because we got some new channel rules rules of engagement coming tomorrow. We got some new channel rules of engagement coming tomorrow because as things get more busy, like back to the lost camera. I would love to say as I become more consistent, but FedEx is preying on my downfall. FedEx is preying on my downfall. So, whatever. In my efforts to be more consistent, and as I don't know if y'all have been noticing, but like the live chats have been very busy. Like it's been hard to keep up with all of the comments. So, we're going to be having some adjustments in how I we're going to have some adjustments in the flow of the streams moving forward. It'll probably be starting with that stream with Dave. So yeah. But yeah, that's we'll talk more about that tomorrow. So we got to talk about my topic, we got to talk about that, and we got to talk about some channel changes. Sweet Tea, you missed it. I lost 6 pounds this week. I'm so excited. Nicole, you always get so worried. Nicole, you always get so worried. I'm tired. I'll catch you tomorrow. What time is the live stream? I'm aiming for 6, but potentially 7. So between 6 and 7 Eastern. I'm tired too. I decided to go live late because I wanted to complain about my camera being stolen. But I'm actually about to go take a shower and get comfortable. And I didn't eat dinner. Okay? I didn't eat dinner. Oh, and y'all, another reason that I'm disappointed about the camera. I wanted to do my size 10 try on tomorrow. I wanted to go to Old Navy and do my size 10 try on. I guess I can still do it, but it's like, it's not going to be the same doing it from my phone. I feel like it's going to be a little ghetto, a little raggedy. So I got to do my size 10 try on. Do y'all think I can really fit a 10, or y'all just like being extremely vain about this situation? You must be walking and drinking water. Sweetie, you know what? I'm going to give you the water, okay? I have been killing it with the water. I have been. Today was a bad day, so not today, but I've been killing it with the water, but I have not been walking yet. I've been pumping iron, but the walking is coming. It's just been rainy here, but I've been bit by the walking bug. I just refuse to acknowledge it. Well, I'm acknowledging it, but I refuse to do something about it for now. But I've been bit. I've been bit by the walking bug. I'm just waiting for the weather to get a little nicer. So that I can at least enjoy my walks. But. Okay, my bad. I was trying to get caught up in the comments there for a second. I just like zoned out. Yeah, Nicole, you get you get so worried. She said, "Uh-oh." No, I just have to I have to adjust how I do my commentary on live streams. I'll talk about this and then I will get out of here. And also, Nicole, just for fun, guess who's on tretinoin? I'm actually on a few different things. I went to the dermatologist and she said, "Hold my beer. I got this. Like, you got some hormonal acne going on, okay?" My doctor, but my dermatologist, she thinks that potentially me getting off of birth control like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, she thinks that my acne was suppressed by the birth control and it just finally is coming to the surface, because sometimes it can take time for, your hormones to readjust or whatever. That's what she thinks happened. I don't really know. I only sort of kind of care. I just want it to go away. Like, I just want it to go away. And I have been putting off going to a derm for so long, but my skin just got worse and worse and worse. I did put a halt on it by removing everything from my routine and just going back to the basics, but I wasn't able to effectively fade my scars, and I was still struggling with this chin area. It was just not cooperating, especially right around here. Y'all typically can't see it from my laptop camera or my rear facing iPhone camera. So when I'm on a regular live stream, the quality is a bit better. So y'all typically can't see it, but like all up in here has been inflamed, right? Like they're turning into dark spots now, but this was all raised acne. So she prescribed me she prescribed me tretinoin, azelaic acid, if I'm pronouncing it right, and a prescription pill, which I'm not thrilled about being on another pill, but so far the combination of the three has been doing what I needed to do. So I'm going to continue it. She said to at least try it for a year. And then if I want to, I can taper off of it. It is called, don't give me the line. I can't pronounce it. Spira something. Spiralact something. Yes, that. I take that once daily. I wonder if my vision got worse from being on YouTube all day. I've been working in IT for almost 10 years and my vision has never been fine in my life ever. But it didn't start to worsen. Nope, I take that back. My eyesight worsened originally with the weight gain. That's what's scary. That is what's scary. When I started to go 220, 240, my eyesight was horrendous. But I think it wasn't the physical weight. I think it was the amount of sugar that I was eating. Like I was it was causing like in my mind, it was causing like pressure in my eyes. When I got on Trizepatide, it started to like I won't say it was worse and it was worse, but in like kind of a different way. Like the blurriness is getting worse. So like the pressure is gone, but like the sheer like ability to just see, it's like especially on the screen when it's small and the words are small. Oh my God. Like and my glasses are no help. I got new glasses. I got some metas coming with a prescription, but they said my prescription didn't change. So I don't know if I just damaged my lenses or what, because I cannot see out of them things. I need to get a refill on my Tret. I'm on Tret, azelaic acid, and the Spira word. Yes, I'm on the same combination. And so far it has been working for me. Like, oh my God, my skin has been, I mean, clear is a reach, but like clearer. Y'all see this? You know, that is I've never suffered from acne ever. So when I am breaking out all up and down here, like all of this is just black, essentially, like black spots everywhere and blackheads and whiteheads. I don't know which one is which, but whatever. It's like no, like there's never been like a cluster of acne, like ever. I've never had that issue. So I think I waited. In fact, I'm sure I waited too long to do something about it, but it's so far it's been better. My skin has been a little sensitive, but I did a little research and it's normal for until I adjust to the azelaic acid and maybe the Tret too, but especially the azelaic acid. It has made my skin a little more sensitive. So I skipped it today to like give my skin a break. But I've been doing the azelaic acid every morning and then the tretinoin 2 to 3 times a week, and it has made a hell of a difference. Um, Journey is fancy. I go through Amazon. I get Tret from Syria, and they got it imported Germany. Yeah, you bougie. Oh, you get it from Amazon? I didn't even know you could do. You talking about Amazon Pharmacy? Any side effects? So far, no. Just some burning from the azelaic acid. Like when I say burning, I mean like uh so it doesn't like burn when I put it on my skin, right? But it is an acid. So I use it with moisturizer in the morning, and I have noticed like over the past 2 weeks when I use like if I irritate my skin, right? So and yes, I'm a little rough, but if I irritate my skin, right? So let's say I'm washing my face in the morning. I'm washing my face and I'm towel drying. I am rough. When I go to put any type of product on, it will sting. It will sting before I even put the azelaic acid on. Like it will sting for like 30 seconds to a minute. And I think that is just my skin being much more sensitive since using the azelaic acid, but it has decreased over the past few days. And I just decided to take a break from it today altogether. But I'll be doing the combination has been insane. Like it has been. I mean, I'm 30. I ain't got no choice. I gotta do something. I just want to look younger. Do y'all use the Tret around your eyes? I'm so vain. Oh my gosh. Do y'all use it around your eyes? Do you use it under eyes or on your eyelids? My eyelids are I don't I I thus far my eyelids have been too sensitive. So like I can tolerate it on the under eye, but up here has been way too sensitive. So I have to find I either have to like get used to it or just be extremely careful and make sure I'm using a teeny itsy bitty amount. Like I try to spread it over my face first and then go in with the eyes, but it's still like my eyelids are a bit too sensitive. I'm a pro, don't do it. I looked it up. It says it's fine to use around the area for wrinkles and stuff like that, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just, you know, applying it evenly and my eyelids got like really irritated. Tread dries my skin out even with moisturizers. What kind of moisturizer? Because I just started using CeraVe and I feel like I've wasted money on any other moisturizer. And I have ones that I like, but like this one in particular, like my other moisturizers aren't heavy enough to buffer the Tret, but the CeraVe moisturizer is. It's heavy enough. Maybe heavy is not the right word, but it's thick enough to buffer the Tret. Also, the other thing that I learned before I even started adding in these prescriptions, I have the type of skin I had to experiment to figure this out because I was using other actives. I have to wait in between applications. So, like, sorry guys, if you're still listening, for the men, I'm sorry, I went off on a whole tangent. I'm gonna wrap it up. But I have to, like, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I work at night anyway. So I just spend the last 2 hours of my shift dragging this out. I have to cleanse and wait for my skin to dry, or I can cleanse and tone. If I want to use a toner or an essence, I have to cleanse and tone, let my skin dry. Then I can use an active. Then I can use an active, and then I have to let that settle for like another 15 to 30 minutes, and then I can use something else on top of that. I can't just layer everything at once. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. My skin will be so pissed off. So that was one of the first things I did to start like, because what I used to do, I didn't know no better when I was using glycolic acid, which I still use for other parts of my body, but I'm taking a break while I use the azelaic. But when I would do glycolic acid, I would cleanse my face and then when I was done, immediately go on with the glycolic. I can't do that. I have to cleanse, wait, and not even honestly, if it's glycolic, not even 30 minutes. I gotta wait like an hour, hour and a half. I want my pores to be shut. I want a completely dry face, not a damp face. I want to put glycolic on a completely dry face, and then I want that to completely dry for another hour. And then I can go in with any actives or moisturizers or any like it's crazy. I have to take my time. That's a lot of work. Let me show you what happened to my face, sweetie. Trust me when I say it is a lot of it. Well, because I'm already busy when I'm doing it, it's not a lot of work for me, right? Like I'm already up and working. I work until 1 a.m. So I'll start around 9 p.m. I'll cleanse. I'll go get busy. I don't have to do it as much now because I'm not using the glycolic. But when I was using the glycolic, I had to wait. Like I had to. I was using it about 2 to 3 days a week. I could not put glycolic acid on damn skin. I just couldn't do it. Let me show you what happened to my skin, and then I'll wrap up. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is what was happening. And it wasn't because of it was a combination of things. Like I was using too many products at once and I was using them all at the same time. Like I was layering them too quickly. So like I'm layering acids and stuff on top of my skin while my pores are still open, like right after washing my face. This is what was happening to my skin. I have never in my life had skin issues. Never. Not once. Never. This is all new. This is all new. When I started layering, like when I started increasing the time in between my layering, it started to calm down a little bit, but the scars were already there. So this is before any prescriptions. This is just me removing products and then waiting in between you know, my layers. So now what I do is I've gotten it down to like 15 minutes. But because I be busy, it just turns out that I end up waiting longer. But my dermatologist recommended 15 minutes before applying the tret after washing my face and all that. Wash my face, moisturizer, tret, and then more moisturizer is how she recommends it. But I have to wait. Yeah. It was bad. I was out here. I was out here. I was down bad. I was down bad. And when I tell y'all that, I go back and look at my live streams, that camera is a lie. It was not showing up. Like, there was never a point where people were like, oh my God, V, what's happening to your face? Y'all couldn't see it. Y'all cannot see it. Yeah, no. So it's been, yeah, it's been rough. But I'm on the right track now. So all I do now, like, to wrap it up, my morning is I wash with water. I may use a toner if I feel like it. I'll wait for my face to dry, and I'll put a little bit of moisturizer just to give my skin some slip, because it's hard for me to apply the I can't apply the azelaic acid to damp skin. That's how I can't do that. But I also can't apply it to dry skin because it's hard to like move it around. So I'll apply a little bit of moisturizer just to give my skin some slip. And because I use a water-based moisturizer, I'll let it dry again. I'll let it dry again for like, 5-10 minutes. And then I'll, put on the azelaic in one layer. I'll let it set, another 5-10 minutes. And then I'll put a sunblock on. Same thing at night on a tretinoin day. I'll cleanse, let my pores close, 15-20 minutes. If I'm busy, it'll be longer. And then I'll do moisturizer, tret, moisturizer. Yeah. But I have to wait. I have to wait. I have to wait. I have to wait. And yeah, it sounds like a lot of work, but it was the only way to reverse what I had going on. I meant to share those pictures and for the members a long time ago, but I always thought I was gonna do a full video on it, and I just never did. Chris looks younger than. I mean, I know we didn't just somehow manage to switch over to Chris Jenner. What are y'all talking about? Somebody said her hands don't match her face. Oh Lord, would y'all get a facelift if your hands were like, showing your age? Would you still get a facelift? Just knowing it's not gonna match anyway. Would you do it? We're vain over here, so it's okay. Guys, facelift? No. What time is it? Let me get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting out of here. No, I'm not even. I'll save that for the members. I was about to say one more thing about some cosmetic stuff, but I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. But guys, I'm officially 80 pounds down. Journey says yes. Even if your hands say 70, you're still getting a facelift that's gonna say 30. Hey, I am not hating. I am not, because like, I'm already having an issue right here. Like, what is happening here? It's like my face is like dropping. Dr. Idris says this starts to happen around 30. Like, and this whole situation here, V is tired. You can hide your hands. That's what I heard she did. She started wearing gloves, That's what I heard. I put Tret on my hands. Ain't gonna be no problems. I didn't even think about that. I have wrinkly hands from weight loss and toes. I didn't even think about that. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I have not been doing the do. I have not been moving my product down my neck and shoulders. So let me get on that. Oh, point one Tret. Okay. Let me get into that, because I have not been moving. So I'm gonna end up with a beautiful glowing face, and then all of this is gonna look like it got left in 2026. Like it's gonna look like it got left behind. So I'll get on that. But yes, I'm very tired. I did not eat dinner. I came from the gym. I got an amazing pump today, y'all. I'm so excited about my progress in the gym. Like y'all are, we all work out for the most part, but like I don't feel like I truly have like a crowd that gets super excited about weightlifting. But I know pretty much all of us will, lift to some extent. But I have been like gym bro excited. I have been gym bro excited about my lifting, like for real. Like it's been crazy. Like I'm covering up my biceps right now because y'all are not ready. Paul, you're not ready. I don't even know if you're still watching. Like the stream if you haven't already. In fact, if you haven't left a comment in a while, go ahead and drop a comment. Y'all not ready to see these biceps. You're not. I'm just go ahead and say that, right? Like, let me just go ahead and put that out there right now. You're not ready. So I'm not going to show them. Just not. You don't deserve it right now. Like, well, it's not that you guys don't deserve it. You're just, I wouldn't want to, you know, give y'all nightmares or anything. Like, oh my God, these biceps. No, I can't stop seeing them in my dreams. Yeah, I wouldn't want y'all to go through that. I wouldn't want y'all to go through that. It's because I love you guys. It's because I know, Jen, like I would not do that to you. Not yet. Not yet. And you know what, Sushi Fitness? 80 pounds is amazing. Because I'm delusional and ridiculous, this is the first time I actually, throughout my journey, have truly believed that. Like, people have said 40 pounds is amazing, 50 pounds is amazing, 60 pounds is amazing, 70 pounds is amazing. And sometimes I've even said it because that's just kind of what I feel like I'm expected to say or feel, but I never truly felt that. This 80 pounds is undeniable. Like, this is the first time where I'm like, damn, you did that. Like, damn. Damn. And it's because things have been moving so fast. Like, I really went from like a slow pace from the, start of the year to making some serious changes. This is why we got to talk about willpower versus discipline tomorrow, because I have to nail this home about changes that I was extremely stubborn about making up until the new year. And making those changes has literally propelled me to this 80-pound mark. I have to go back to see where I was in December. So I'm not sure how much weight I've lost since December, but like between January and now, like the end of February, it's been like a marathon of weight loss. So I think the momentum that I have had reaching this 80-pound mark has felt more special, like because it seems like I'm getting progress on a weekly basis. And this week, 6 pounds, like, come on. I don't even know what to do with that. Do you contribute this switch to try trading down? Why do you ask such good questions? We're going to address that tomorrow. We are going to address that. I'm going to answer you, but that is a wonderful question because I actually have an answer to that. And I'm probably going to do a video dedicating a thank you to Dr. Spencer. So let me write that down so I don't forget, because I was just thinking about this yesterday. I was just thinking about this. How titrating down led to more weight loss. Okay. So let me answer your question before I get out of here. I'm going to keep saying before I get out of here for the next 2 hours because y'all never let me go. Y'all never let me go. Okay. So the theory behind titrating down I got from Dr. Spencer. And it was based around anhedonia. And he said, so I was already convinced that I was experiencing the symptoms of anhedonia. And he said that sometimes when people titrate down, they feel so much better that they're able to be more active. And so they lose more weight. Y'all, when I tell you that has literally played out for me. So the answer to your question, has the titrating down contributed? Absolutely. Not necessarily because of the dose, but because of my ability to be more active, my ability to drink more water, and my to some extent, my ability to eat more. To some extent, my ability to eat more has helped. Like I can't explain it. Oh my God. We gotta go over it tomorrow. We gotta go over it tomorrow. That was actually an amazing question. 65 pounds, girl, you got this. Oh no, you said 65, 66.5. You got this. 86 pounds. I'm on that ass journey. I'm right behind you. I'm on that ass journey. How much more weight do you have to lose, Journey? Listen, I'm telling y'all, Dr. Spencer nailed it. He nailed it. Nicole, you did not have to flex on everybody like that. Get out of the chat, Nicole. Somebody block Nicole talking about some down 151 pounds. Nicole, get out. Oh my God. And Jen, don't even respond. Don't say nothing, Jen. I'm sick of y'all maintenance people. I am Sushi Fitness, don't say nothing. I am sick of all of y'all in maintenance. I'm sick of y'all. Don't say nothing. Don't say a word. they they just going just smooth shit on us with their over 100-pound loss. They just gonna smooth slide that on there. Yeah, 65, 80, that's cool. I only lost 151. That's what's up. That's crazy. Nicole just tried to play in our face like that. Congratulations, Nicole, on all of your success. God, you didn't have to crush us like that. Okay. So that was an excellent question. That was an excellent question, because I feel that as far as calorie cutting, yes, the 10 milligram was more successful at that. And food noise suppression, all of that. It was better at that. So I would have lost weight that way, that would have been fine. But the overall feeling better, right? So not having that post injection fatigue be as extreme, being able to eat more. So therefore I'm getting more protein. Not having as much aversion, like that struggle to drink as much water that happens on Zepbound for some reason, not having that. My sleep has been tremendously better, but I'm just going to go ahead and attribute that to the Wellbutrin, so we'll leave that aside. But last but not least, most importantly, the exercise component. I thought something was wrong with me. Remember, I said it took me 6 weeks to recover from just being sick? I'm starting to wonder if part of that was because of that 10 milligram. I'm starting to wonder if part of that and then Jen gonna say it anyway. I'm down 122 pounds. Congratulations, Jen. We're so happy for you. Great. Somebody block Jen for the rest of the night. Thanks. So I'm starting to wonder if it took me so long to recover because of that 10 milligram. Like, imagine not being able to get out of bed because of post-injection fatigue. You can't eat enough because the injection is so strong, and you're sick. That is a hell of a combination. So yes, titrating down has definitely contributed to the whoosh. But let's be clear, so you know what's interesting? Oh God, we got so much to talk about tomorrow. I didn't realize we did. But like, it took, like, now that I have titrated down, we now know it took 4 weeks for my body to adjust to the dose. Did y'all notice that? I am one of the biggie friends. What you mean? I am a big bag still. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? I get to be jealous, okay? I get to be a hater. I am still a big bag. So I am the internet version of Jen's friends that turn their back on her. In fact, I might not even like answer her next email. I might ghost her. I just might. I just might ghost her, Like, I get to be a hater until I get the rest of my weight off. Like, 122 pounds, 121 pounds, No. Okay. All right. So, and then sweet tea. Oh my God. Y'all get on my nerves. Okay. I can't even be toxic in peace because y'all, like, you just won't let me do my thing. Like, just let me do I'm just trying to be toxic, and then, like, here y'all go. All right. So I just lost my train of thought. I just lost my train of thought. Oh my God, we were talking about the whoosh. Inspired. Long have you both been on a GLP-1 journey? Oh, how long? It's been 18 months for me. Yeah, it's been 18 months. So yeah, so going down to the 7.5 has definitely allowed me to have more energy, get up and move, be more active, and I'm definitely getting a good pump. So, oh, that's what I was talking about. So have y'all noticed it took me about 4 months to adjust to this dose? Okay, sweetie. I don't care what you say. I am not at sports bra with no shirt uh like place. Okay. As long as I have a roll on my back, I am not satisfied. I don't care what my BMI says. Now that's vain. That is vain. Okay. Listen, I've been saying this since last summer. As long as I have a roll on my back, my back, my back. I could do with a little stomach fat, thigh fat, but on my back, no, 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 no. As long as I have a roll, a single roll, I will be a big bag, okay? And I am not satisfied. I don't care what my BMI or A1C says. In fact, at the DEXA scan, he told me if I lost no more visceral fat, I'd be perfectly fine. Don't care about none of that. I care about these back rolls. I need them to go. I need them to go. I need them to go away. Yeah, we messy. That's why I got jumped on that video, about a week ago, Okay. Um, so Vanity, you don't look fat on camera. See, I didn't say I was fat. I said my back is big. See. Oh my God, y'all are gonna y'all are gonna send me down a rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I need to start a Venetian like dictionary? Um, Message automatically held for review hidden by. Oh, I guess Sweet Tea didn't like something, so she deleted it. Oops. I have no control over these people, over these moderators, so my bad. Don't say things she doesn't like. Um, okay. So why did y'all time that person out? What did they do? What did they do? They said I don't look fat. What did they say something that I missed? Y'all are crazy. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't be so sensitive, okay? Y'all have reign to control the chat, but they didn't say nothing wrong. They just said I don't look fat. um we can take it, okay? We can take it over here. Y'all can take it. Y'all are so, oh my God, y'all be like, oh my God, don't say nothing to V except she's beautiful. Don't say goddamn thing. All right. Sorry, when your timeout is over, you can come back, I guess, if I'm still here. Sushi said, go. We don't have time. Go away. Go away. Go away. All right. So uh y'all are crazy. Yeah, I'm vain. I will not be satisfied, okay? I will not be satisfied if there's a single roll left on my back. Okay, so y'all see, I have been embracing the skinty life, right? I have, but like I can still grab my stomach. Okay, I can still grab it. I like a handful at that. So there's that. I still have rolls on my back. I'm not satisfied, and I won't be until it's gone. I'll live with some thigh fat. That's fine, but like torso fat is an absolute no. If I can help it, right? Because I don't know how much more weight Zepbound is gonna allow me to lose, but like it's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. It's not going down. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But thank you for that last question. That was a great question. Um, and we will talk more about that tomorrow. We're gonna talk about a couple things tomorrow. Okay. I will never be sports bar ready. Just saying. Why? Oh, they were being rude talking about race. Okay, I didn't see it. Was it the I love black women thing, or what did they say, Sushi? I don't think y'all are ridiculous about moderating. Like, I just be wondering what people said, like, before they get timed out. But Sydney is probably the most uh strict moderator. Like, Sydney don't play no games with nobody. Sydney don't give no chances. Sydney don't give no. Sushi, you know what? You've been a moderator for quite some time. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you time somebody out. That's was like, oh, what did you do to offend Sushi? There are moderators that will moderately moderate. There are moderators that are extremely strict, and then there are moderators that will just have their wrench or now shield, and they will never time anyone out. So it's funny to see who's who. Um oh, even when I got over underweight, no one said I was too thin because I have so much extra skin. Okay. All right. Yeah, to be okay, so back to Nicole's point about the sports bra. My bra overhang ain't going nowhere. I don't think it's going nowhere. I can't believe you guys blocked me. They came back from another profile. You were not blocked, you were timed out because you said something somebody didn't like. So be kind, okay? Be kind. All right. Let me show y'all. I typically don't do this. Y'all know um I take I'm sorry that I have not given y'all the update on the body contouring. But this is the last photo that I took. I can't show that. I didn't block out my buns. Damn. Let me see. This is not never mind. It's not gonna be a good example. I have to do a side by side so you can see it. I'm sorry I haven't given y'all an update on that. I've just been extremely lazy about taking the photos. Yeah, I can't show y'all this. I have to block some stuff out. Oh god, they're gonna start fighting in the chat. Let me get the hell out of here. Y'all let me get the fuck out of here. Okay. See? Does that say mean? I don't think they're mean. They just don't be nice, and you won't have no problems. Contribute to the conversation or stay in the clouds. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm extremely tired. Dare I make some bacon and eggs? Why not? I went to the gym and didn't eat. Yeah, but I'm tired, so I could just go to sleep. But I feel like that would be low key irresponsible to not eat and not get some protein. What time is it? Come on, it's 11:30. It wouldn't be the latest time I've ever eaten bacon and eggs. Oh my god, they are going off in the chat. Sunshine, don't instigate. Oh my god. I was about to say GLP-1 gang, Venetian gang. Oh god, y'all are some gang bangers. Oh god, no weapons. Okay, don't just no guns, no shanks. Air fried salmon. I don't have salmon, and I do have chicken though. I could make air fried chicken, or I could make air fried bacon, and skip the eggs. I was having this little moment. Where I couldn't eat more than one egg. It seems like that's kind of passing now. Now that I've been off the 10 milligram for some time, it seems like that's passing. Okay, for the third time, because I keep forgetting, because I keep getting distracted by what y'all saying in the chat. Did y'all notice that it's taken me about a month to adjust to this new dose? So I think it's important to note that for people that might be interested in titrating down. So we've been talking about my transition to the 7.5 for a month now, and I have talked about dealing with cravings. Hunger really hasn't been that much of an issue, but cravings and food noise have come back. It comes back at random moments, and without a doubt, the worst week was the week of my menstrual. Like without a doubt, that was the week leading up to it. So what is that? The luteal. Oh my god, they're fighting. Jen says, "Who needs to be blocked?" Oh my god. Forget what I'm talking about. No. It's fine. Don't talk about what I'm talking about. Y'all talk. I'm watching. I'm listening. Oh, we're back on topic because Jen just came out swinging. Like, who needs to be blocked? And here's Isaac talking about me. Isaac, have you been here before? Because I don't have it on subscribers only. You got to be subscribed to talk shit around here. Them's the rules. Them's the rules, okay? So, no, I'm new. Okay. Well, be nice. Okay? Be nice. Be kind. You won't get blocked. I don't think you actually do y'all even have the power to block people, or do you just time them out? What wrenches, I mean, sorry, what powers do your wrenches hold? Can y'all block? I can't subscribe if I keep getting kicked out. How many times have you been timed out? Oh God, you're starting to sound like a bit of a baby, Isaac. You're still here, so you must be. First of all, are you even over the age of like 18? Like, because if you're not, then we don't really have nothing to talk about. I be forgetting on these verticals. The kids be finding me. The chill of the dren be finding me. Okay. Um. Now, guys, I don't want people to get timed out just for necessarily being annoying. Okay, but if they're being rude, then sure. Okay. All right. We are all mods, and y'all are gang banging. Okay. You're all mods, and you're all gang banging. Y'all all repping the Venetian set, and y'all shooting at people. Okay. Blockion. See, and then, oh God, Jen is the worst of them all. Oh God. Jen is the worst of them all. Y'all are, see, bunch of gang banging. And then, if people, if people, uh, see now, Jen, now she block you, don't say nothing. Okay. Now if she block you, don't say nothing. But if people start saying, them Venetians over there be gang banging, like if they start saying that, it ain't my fault because I don't go here. I ain't tell y'all to act like this. I haven't heard from Alexis in a minute. Alexis, the moderator, she just commented on my uh she's around. She's just not in the lives. Are you talking about wait it out with Alexis? Alexis, my moderator? Is that what you're talking about? She's typically not in the lives, but she's here. She's around. She's playback gang. She watches the playbacks. Yeah, she watches the playbacks. And you know what's funny? A lot of people have been like either coming back to my channel or finding my channel again. I don't know. But like I've gotten at least 3 or 4 comments in the past week like, "Oh my God, girl, I haven't seen your channel in a while. You look amazing." Or, "I haven't watched in a while. I haven't seen you in a while." Uh Sunshine. Oh my God. I think Sunshine was a biker in her past life. I really do. I think Sunshine was a part of a biker gang. I think she was. Um she said beefing. Stop that. Haven't seen Reindeer. Reindeer is also playback game. I think it's because I go live so late. I typically go live when I'm being responsible 6 p.m., but a lot of the time it'd be 7, 8, 9 p.m. So I think a lot of the people y'all haven't seen, they don't be in the lives because they be so late, but they do come to the playback and watch, the playback. And I wasn't expecting when I cut up that last live stream. I wasn't actually expecting those re-uploads to actually do decently for my channel. And like especially like the Monique one, like the Monique one is like at 500 views, which is not necessarily a lot for, this space, but it's, that's decent for my channel, my little 1,300 subscribers. And I'm just like, I cannot believe people are still watching that video. Like my Lizzo kind of like maybe because I cut it up so many times, I don't know, but because it was so long we were reading her Substack. But like that Lizzo stuff, people wasn't watching that. But the Monique one, I'm like, where comments and views, like I'm like, wow. Wow. Yeah, Sunshine is a thug. Don't get it twisted with the gray hair. She's definitely a thug. Jen Jen we knew was a thug, but Sunshine I'm surprised at. And it seems like Sushi, like, I don't have time for talking. I'ma just block you. Like I'ma just time you out. So, you know, I'm not telling y'all to not do that. Like, if y'all get annoyed, just do what you got to do. But, you know, if they're being rude. Now, annoying is like, you know, whatever. Good night, everyone. Got to get up super early. Good night. Thank you for the question. I'm going to get out of here too, because y'all are like gang banging in the chat. But I love you all. I love you all, my Venetians. All right. So thank y'all for rocking out with me. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but I had a lot to share for this random live, but we will be back tomorrow. I'm going to aim for 6 p.m. I don't see why I can't make it by 6, but I do have to do another 70-mile round trip to the gym. So also, if I don't make it at 6, hopefully it's because I went to Old Navy and did the size 10 try on, okay? So I'll start a poll potentially on the community tab and let y'all vote on whether or not y'all think that size 10 is going to fit. I'm feeling a little self-conscious about trying it because I'm going to be really disappointed if it doesn't button, okay, guys? Like, I'm really going to be upset. I'm really going to be upset. But I'm going to go try it on and, you know, we'll see what happens, all right? So I love you all. Good night. Free kisses and hugs. 6 Eastern, sweetie. I forget what time zone you're in, but 6 Eastern. 6 Eastern, tentatively, because it could get pushed back to 7 or 8 if I don't make it back from the gym and the mall in time. So, gym, size 10 try on. Hopefully, I will have that in time for the live, all right? So, I will see y'all tomorrow. Like the stream if you haven't already. Okay? Like the stream. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Good night.